Okay. So this is Aliens Colonial Marines. Stasis interrupted any percent. So there's not a ton of crazy stuff I could do with this, but like...
Elizabeth, you're alive.
I enjoy running it, and
Yeah, but it was dead.
I feel like it's more consistent than the actual game.
Where are we? What is happening?
So timing starts
Best I can tell, some of
as
us
soon as I gain control.
hypersleep by someone.
Should be as soon as this guy
Or
dies.
something.
God damn it.
Have you seen your parents?
No. First thing I remember is you finding me.
I've been doing a bit of routing this past week.
Your parents must still.
Also
be-
had to reset my times because
You need to get out of here. Find a way off this ship.
I had some issues with that. I accidentally messed it all up, so I cleared it all.
Never mind them. You need to get off this ship.
Be fun to see how this goes. Okay, let's not get caught on the face hugger. Jump over the jar there. Because I've got issues where you can get stuck on the enemy sometimes, instead of being able to weave your way in between. The biggest way you could save time here is reloading checkpoints at a lot of areas. That is also good. Right before you're about to die, you want to reload a checkpoint. It saves a large amount of time compared to actually dying. So that's a big part of it. So like right here, gonna reload the checkpoint, and that's faster than actually waiting for the elevator to go up. Another thing resetting checkpoints does is it refills your health. So if you're entering into a risky area and you hit a checkpoint right before it, you can reset there. So right here, found out a little bit of a faster way to get through this. So if you just step in and wait for the alien to spawn. Alright. Now that those guys are focused on them, you can run through the enemy into here. So basically you trigger that. It's a lot faster than doing it the intended way.
I have no real idea.
The other way you could do it is you could just say YOLO and run straight past everything. And pray that you make it to the door. I've only gotten it like once every so often. It is nowhere near consistent.
On your own?
No, I came here with my girl. Looking to get to a terminal so I can find out.
So
where
this
she
part,
is.
there's no skips. Gotta wait.
I'm looking.
Reloading checkpoints won't speed this up at all. It'll just reset reset his dialogue and all his actions. So yeah.
I'm in.
Just gotta wait for him to decide, hey,
Store everyone in hypersleep. And there's my girl.
I'm done talking, or hey, pick that stuff up.
It's Hutchins. I'm Lisbeth.
Don't you worry now, Elizabeth. We'll find him. Find him.
No, this run is very fun, and there is a considerable amount of downtime, I would say, at some points in the run. That's not bad.
Got it. Looks like your parents are on level 3, bay 4.
Knowing which cutscenes you can and can't skip is definitely a big help with
Find a way with that.
speeding up the run in general. Because, I know,
Where did you learn how to do all this?
yeah, cutscenes are long in this game,
Late night
and there are a lot of them.
online technical courses
Some you can't skip,
are actually pretty good, but their job placement
which
sucks.
there's one in the third mission that's completely pointless. So you just walk over by the door to make sure he interacts with it, and you go stand by the open locker. I guess this could kind of be a tutorial. Gonna take this, hide in here. So if you look at the door, the alien's still over there, but as soon as you close it, the thing opens and it's right there. So it's the magic alien. He likes to teleport. He does do parties. Heard he even attends weddings, you know? Rip. Our second friend is dead. Our character is very bad at keeping friends. So, majority of this first level is you relying on a lot of characters to get you places. It's not horrible. Like, we're gonna have to wait for these guys to open doors from here on out. Just as we had to wait for, what's his face? Andrews, right? That was his name?
Stone, we better
To open doors for us.
He's right. Word is we're tethered to a marine starship, so we're headed to the umbilical.
get the hell
So
off
really,
this.
you just wanna be on top of it and make sure you're getting through places where you should be.
To find my family.
Suit yourself, but still, it'd be best if we stuck together.
So like, just make sure you're up at this door. I don't know. Make sure you're just on top of it. Don't screw around. This is a really simple area. So you run through here. And just chill by this door until they decide to get here. They stop to look at a few things on the way over. It's whatever, I don't know. It gives me time to take a drink. So there's a turret to the left here. The way the game makes it seem is that, like, yeah, you're supposed to sneak this way. But that you have to turn it off for Stone and Turk. But you could actually just go straight up here to the objective. They'll magically get to the stairs once you push the button. See? Little diamonds are them. So now we're going to wait for the checkpoint to pop up. And reload. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is, you're not going to see it so much right here, but you're going to see it in a little bit. So you want to get to that checkpoint and reload it, because then it brings Stone and Turk right to the door, and you need them here to get through. But you're going to see me stop sprinting before doors so that I could open them, and by the time the door is fully open, I'll have my sprint fully recharged.
Tried other decks. Everything was cut off.
So it's a bit of stamina management.
Too out then.
Love the attitude. We're a little short on firepower here, guys.
What? Okay. Sometimes you won't duck all the way, I guess. As soon as she puts her hand on the wall, reload checkpoint, and it pops you up with a flamethrower. Now you grab this armor. You don't so much need it for here if you do things right, but you need it for later part. So like here, I turn off or stop sprinting right before the door so that I could get speed as soon as it goes up. If you look right at the ground when you pass through the door, you can close it. Use a flamethrower to kill those ones. That last guy will be too slow to catch up if you close this door. This will be another checkpoint. But you just want to interact with the door, it's a lot quicker. If you reload, it places you all the way over there again. And then here comes the little maze area. It's not as... I think they wanted this to be challenging, but it really is not. Because you go down the stairs and you go straight. And look at that. The stairs back up. And interact with the door. So I'm sitting pretty good with health right now. Just gonna run straight through here, up the stairs. So you should really, at the worst case scenario, only have to kill one alien through here, through this segment. Should never have to kill more than one. So like there, I accidentally stopped sprinting because I ran out of. That's the one. Okay, that's not so good. Okay. So we're coming up to another skippable cutscene. Just gotta wait for the checkpoint to pop up. We no longer have our flamethrower. And typically you want to save your armor for this part. Oh, no armor drop. That's kind of bad. So really the worst RNG you can get in this game is depending on how well the enemies want to aim. For the first two levels, your ammo and item count does not transfer over. We do not have an item count for this one, so item count would be like grenades, your secondary ammo. Alright, we're just gonna speed past those guys. So I'm going into this with no armor, and typically that's not what I do. Okay, this might be bad. So if you got your sprint, you can run straight past these guys. Stun the big guy. Operate the handles. And then this part you cannot skip. Tried. But this is the last unskippable cutscene of this level before you roll into the next one. Yeah, no, I'm not PPing this split. I could save time later on too for the rest of the run. Yeah, no. Added 6 seconds on. For whatever reason they keep showing us that Ridley cutscene. You see that at the beginning, you see that there.
Corporal, I know you got a lot to come to grips with right now, but where is the rest of your crew?
You're looking at it. And yeah, you could say that. Last thing I remember is going into hypersleep after losing my entire unit and escaping the planet overrun with monsters straight out of your worst nightmares. Now I wake up to your smiling face.
But yeah.
Armed and
So there's Hicks.
one of those things.
You see him a bit in the main run if you play the actual campaign.
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. But we're tethered to a boat crawling with those.
Sadly, I don't get to play as him.
Part of some corporate experiment gone bad.
He'd be a lot cooler to play as than Samuel, just because he's Hicks.
Heavily armed and don't seem to have any issue killing anyone in their way. If we don't get word out, they're gonna bury this thing and all of us with it.
What's your name?
Samuel Stone.
Well, Stone, we're gonna need stronger firepower than this. There's a security checkpoint on the next deck. You can gear up there. Follow me.
Alright. So, it's the opening part. You're able to run straight past those guys.
What branch did you serve in?
Come again.
You showed some real skills back there.
Showed some real cowardice back there.
USCF.
So, this mission has some of the first elevators that you can't skip. I think there's one in this mission, and then that was not meant to happen. Shit. Okay. Alright, that's that. Now, that's how it's supposed to be done.
That should keep out any uninvited guests.
Then while he rambles, you could heal up, grab full armor.
Uplink to send the transmission. The dropship hangars are too obvious. Check the
So these are the two main weapons we're going to be running this game. Or, for this level.
Looks like they've locked them all down.
The, assault rifle and the SMG.
Skipping engineering.
So the assault rifle's good because you can see we got the 4 grenades you need.
Head for engineering and
Two, like, kind of halfway through the level, or mid of the level, and then you could use 2 at the end, kind of, sort of. And this is the last time that we have to, or that we can freely use it, I guess I should say. Because then, you gotta be mindful of it in the later missions, because it'll transfer over. Is that one good? That's also really good RNG. They can open that door for you.
But I did manage to pull my after-action report before getting locked out of the system. Get this out, and they're finished here.
The skiff only supports short-range communication. We need a long-range uplink.
Well, it looks like we're in luck there. The telemetry of the jettisoned EEV shows that it tracked to a planet called Fiorina 161. There's a penal colony there. They must have a long-range communication uplink.
Ripley's EEV.
Problem is, we're gonna be out of range for the service skiff to make the trip.
I guess we better move our asses there. See you in engineering.
So you just gotta keep that one off your back right there. You could grab a health pack, and the reason I haven't reset here yet is because skippable cutscene right here. So now I'm at full health again. So that's one. Typically you want to hit 2 of them with that. And that's 2.
What's your ETA? I got one of you forces dug in.
Hang tight.
Oh, please, no. Oh, come on. Typically there's not a guy there if you do it right. Okay, we'll give that one more try. Hopefully I can show you how it's done if you do it properly. That's also not how you're supposed to do it.
What's your ETA? I got one of you.
Wow, that was really unlucky right there. Okay, that's not perfect, but... Okay, that was really bad, okay. I am having the worst luck, okay.
One hell of a punch.
Wow, okay. So I guess that's a backup strat.
I got one of you forces dug in.
Hang tight. So, what's the plan?
So yeah, if you're fast enough like that, I guess, they freeze up as well.
You paint the targets. I'll fire the ordnance.
Damn, I was really unlucky though.
First target, painted. Fire when ready. One down. Almost there. Next target painted. Last one. We're free and clear.
Okay, then that's that.
Godspeed, Elizabeth.
Could have done a lot better on this mission. But I've also never had them line up like that on that second floor. Typically I get 2 with that first grenade shot. So there is a glitch here. So it turns him to look away. But then, like, if you mouse over it, you could actually sit back in the chair real quick. It does nothing, but I found it funny. So this is your first unskippable elevator. If you do it at the top, because there are 2 checkpoints for this one. So if you do it here, it puts him at the bottom, but you're stuck in the elevator. We're gonna hit another one at the very bottom. So, I mean, I think you hit another one. I can't remember. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. So if you reload there, it puts you outside it. Or should, I think. I haven't done that, because I didn't see a point to it. So coming up here is going to be the first instance in which we reload a checkpoint to reset the AI's positioning. And it just makes it so that you can do the interaction without having to fight off the xenomorphs. So you're going to ignore him, and right there, reload checkpoint. to allow you to run forward. You want the SMG out for this part.
Lead us to the skiff dock.
And now you're clear to interact with this without anything attacking you. So yeah, that's purpose. Yeah, no, that's a lot of time gain. Now you can see why you reset instead of letting them kill you. This is either going to be a 13 or a 14. So we still got 2 grenades left, which is alright. Or it's actually what you should have. If you have 1, just means that you gotta deal with RNG a bit more. So we're gonna ignore that little guy. Go straight through here. Then you're gonna run up by where the hazard light is and interact with this door. So going into this without armor is fine. Do not reload this checkpoint. It puts you back at the top of the stairs we just came down. You don't really need armor for the rest of this mission if you're doing it just fine. So over here there will be 3 Xenos that we'll be able to see.
These things are made for orbital hops, not long runs.
Looks like we're still in range of Fiorina 161. We're just gonna need more fuel in order to make the haul.
I'll get the fuel flowing. You load the flight data.
So if you kill a single one of them, it has a chance to spawn the one right here that you just kill, and then you don't have to deal with the RNG. And I did not get lucky. Okay, so those ones are pouncers, so when they pounce on you, you gotta mash them off. You can get lucky and not have a single one pounce on you, or you can have the worst luck in the world. You get pounced on 2 or 3 times.
Snake in the
That was
grass.
pretty good. Yeah, that's part of the reason why you have the SMG here, because you just light it up before it even tries to hit you. Reload here. So it despawns that and gives you your assault rifle right off the bat.
We ain't going anywhere with those clamps in lockdown.
That's not supposed to happen either.
We ain't going anywhere with those clamps in lockdown.
So then just kill one of these guys, and the second wave shouldn't spawn before interacting with this, because Hicks is actually really bad at killing enemies.
Hicks, we're clear.
Great. Now let's go.
So like you can get shot in there too if he somehow kills one. So that was pretty bad. Okay, so now we're gonna have to start being mindful about our item usage.
Cut up to real time in the whole plan department. Come on.
Of course. Only when I'm recording.
You're all caught up to real time in the whole plan department. Come on.
Okay, so that's kind of how that's supposed to go. You want to know what doors open when you want to get to said doors. Yeah, no, I'm so far behind.
You do have the message, right? Yeah, I gotta get you to an uplink. There's no way that's happening on this ship.
Shit. Jesus.
Oh yeah. They've named it Origin. They're flying in prefab modules and assembling a research facility.
So you can't skip this one either.
You can see they've already got the main communication tower and a relay station set up. I'm thinking the relay station's our best bet.
So you use it to switch over to the shotgun,
How are we getting off the ship?
which is going to be really good for clearing the next few
The
rooms.
least protected option will be the EEVs.
But EEVs aren't meant for use inside the atmosphere.
Yeah. That's why they probably won't be well protected. Come on.
Shoot the glass, they close it quicker. Okay. So now, pointless cutscene number 2 is coming up. Because they're going to talk about being able to access this. Even though he literally just talks to him about accessing it and getting through. Please. So wish I could. You can't skip this part. You can skip the next part though. Just skip that. Because we don't get the cutscene, or the checkpoint till after it. Just gonna stick to the rightmost path here. Doesn't matter what gun you have out anymore.
Be on the lookout for those Weyland-Yutani search parties.
The reason we're sticking to the right path is because right up here is a bridge. And right here we could jump off of it. Okay, that's not supposed to be there.
What is it exactly that we're trying to send?
It's my after-action report and a distress call. It was
Alright.
apparently never sent. Interference, I guess.
Why does Weyland want it so bad?
It contains evidence tying Weyland-Yutani to the deaths of my unit and the colonists of Hadley's Hope.
So you gotta be careful in here.
Pull it together.
especially around the rocks, because the characters like to get stuck on those. I should be coming up shortly on the area where I can get a medkit. It's like right there, jump. Just to ensure you don't get stuck.
They're almost perfect.
Armor works too. I typically take the left path here. Take whatever path you want. And the fact that they see you doesn't mean anything. So they should get distracted, like so. Scoop up the extra armor, and then run straight towards here. I did not hit that twice. Okay, none of those bullets decided to hit. Okay. Set that guy on fire. Then you're pretty much in the clear for this bit. So you do gotta run up there so that I could trigger this door opening.
Let's head for that tunnel.
What's in there?
Ho ho ho. A fun level is what lies in here. I'm gonna save some time, but not a lot. So you could grab a flamethrower here, but
Shit.
flamethrower doesn't really do much.
These tunnels should lead to the inner compound where the main communications array is.
Well, we got big-ass guns and a can-do attitude, so I say let's go and see what happens. Nothing else, maybe the lighting will be better.
Also, a weird thing with the beginning of this mission is you can't sprint. There's no sprinting. That clicking there was me hitting the shift key. You're stuck at a crawl while he does that. You also can't jump boxes, apparently. Okay.
Looks like they broke through into some sort of natural caves.
You know if it connects to the other side?
No idea.
Well, after you.
I believe I gained the ability to sprint right there, yeah. For whatever reason, you can't do it for a majority of that.
These might not be entirely naturally formed.
Alright, so that was annoying. Now we cut through here. There's not going to be a reason to reset a checkpoint here because there's healing items. And a decent amount of armor. Not a ton, but... Oh yes, also as soon as you hit that area down here, you can no longer run. It wants you to see something. They picked a poor time in this game's lifespan to make you, you know, take in the environment. So that's a pouncer. That's annoying. I just want to circle. Ugh.
God, it's the Queen.
Well, shoot her!
Okay, well, first off, we're not going to do that. Not in this campaign. You're gonna come right back here and chill on these rocks with the smart gun. Because it makes it so that you can look both ways and oversee where they spawn from.
Shit, I'm empty. Cover me.
Because they can spawn from the goop in the ground right there.
Don't let up.
I am stuck on stuff. So yeah, this game can be very finicky with the way the ground is and everything. So up here is the Queen encounter.
Son of a bitch.
I like to take the right path into the left path over here. Because then I don't get caught on as much of the non-existent issues. So over there we got to see our first glance of what a ram looks like.
Then make a run for it. Stay out of the open. Into cover now. Run!
We're getting out of here.
So yeah, that was probably the best you could actually do that area. I guess best way to put this is we're up against our mini boss now.
You've gotta be destroyed.
Oh shit, I'm empty. Cover me.
You gave me no choice.
So you want to aim primarily everywhere else on it. Guess that's a good way to put it. So yeah, that area is finicky. If you go up to the door, sometimes it all the way up to the door doesn't always trigger the cutscene. So sometimes you just want to lag back at the entrance of where the first door opened. So you can get this to work. I believe this skips the cutscene. Yes, it does. Okay, so since we don't have grenades right now, we have to switch over to this for backup strat.
You run a bypass?
So we're gonna reset there.
No, it's controlled remotely.
The lamps are flooded with gas. That's a no-go for you. If I can find the power junction in there, I should be able to disable the lock.
So this is probably the most tedious part of this. Because not only do you have to push the airlock buttons every single time, but every single time you enter one of these rooms and exit one of the rooms, he has to do the little cutscene where he takes off and puts on his mask. Part of the reason why I equipped the shotgun is because later on we're going to have to tase Alien so it doesn't get us when we're in the airlock. Oh, fuck. Of course I go the wrong way. Wait, no, I didn't. Shit, okay. Getting mixed up. Oh well. Okay. For safety, I'm gonna grab that. Okay.
Locked again, Doc.
Great. It looks like the Xenos have entered the module. If I can get to the other side there, I can throw the tug.
Watch for
So dumb. I hate this part. So the path to get to where I need to get to is actually really simple. You're gonna follow along the bottom. I've got no idea where he's shooting from. Since hip firing has not been working out for me all day. Actually gonna aim down sight on these guys.
Damn it.
So, what now, Doc?
This lab is on the outside wall, so it should have
So you gotta trigger that.
should be able to vent the gas and make it safe for you to
It was a bit longer of a smoke room.
and the
Gotta
news-
flip 3 levers. Then I get into the next area. This is the one where I'm gonna need the taser. Oh yeah, sometimes the game doesn't like to register that you're looking at the button. Another one right here. Okay. Guess that one alien wants to be whacked. Kill that one so it doesn't hurt me. So those are pouncers. I gotta interact with this.
Dix, I got it.
You tase him so that he can't get you.
I see the array. We're almost there.
So now we've got a bit of a survival part coming up, and then it'll be the last part of the run.
It's gonna take a couple of minutes to encode the message. Gotta hold them off. Set up those turrets.
How we doing?
Unit destroyed.
So yeah, we set these up kind of like this, so one can cover both the stairs and the over there. Then that one can cover the window. And really, you just gotta make sure you're paying attention in case they start to get really close. Okay then. So yeah, I also run really customized
How much longer?
keyboard layout. I shifted everything kind of to the right. Okay. So now we're gonna run through this area. I like to pause at the top of these stairs so you can deal with these real quick. If you back up this way, that one doesn't tackle you off the ledge. Gonna be resetting in the next room so I could do a bit of a trick.
Good message while I align the array.
So if you jump here and then here, get down in here, back into the corner here. Kill those guys real quick. Allowing you to
Position, we're good.
angle that.
What the hell?
Listen to me, please. Think of all we can learn.
Message is ready.
The strides we will make together.
Alright, oh, I missed the jump.
What you're doing, Richard.
That's time.
Send that message and you jeopardize
58, 55.
We lose any hope of retaining control.
That's just it, though.
It's not that bad.
This isn't something any... one can ever hope to control. Sending.
I mean,
I can let you do this.
I did gain a lot of time early on, but I feel like I did pretty good. I
Was the message sent?
did do a lot of routing on the first 2 levels. Not so much on the second 2, so if there was anything I can skip, and I'm just stupid and didn't test it enough. Because I got a little impatient and I really wanted to get a rundown of this. So, yeah. It was kind of fun. I also kind of wanted this to be just a bit of a, like, informational thing too, so that if anybody wanted to run this, they could get into it. As I was kind of commentating on everything I was trying to do. Because as far as I'm aware, I'm the only person running it. The DLC for this game, at least. I know there are 3 runners that do the main campaign. But yeah. Thanks for watching.